Christmas show. Chef Jernard Wells is cooking up some holiday sides for the family on this holiday edition of Windy City Live.
Coming up next, celebrity chef Jernard Wells is back with some ideas on how to spice up your side dishes for the holidays.
Have a holly jolly Christmas. It's the best time of the year.
Come on. Let's go.
Oh,
Made it.
Oh, he's been eating those Christmas cookies.
Come on back, Ryan. We're so excited to have the family chef, Jernard Wells, back to show us how to spruce up our side dishes for the holidays. Chef Jernard, welcome back.
Thank you.
Good to have you.
It's good seeing you guys as well.
Always good seeing you.
We
The
got
last
all
time,
these
so
southern
good.
accents up in here today.
I know, right? And I fall in that Georgia-Atlanta line when he talks about southern accents. But I try to speak proper grammar as much as I can.
Right. Well, you don't need to be picky because you got how many kids?
I got 9 of them, 5 girls and 4 boys.
Right.
So you can only imagine what Christmas is like in my house.
Woo. Are you doing all the cooking?
Most of the time I do all the cooking. My kids, they like getting in the kitchen with me a lot now because they've started to pick up the trade. But it normally falls on me, even when I go see my family members. And I come from a very large family. My sisters and brothers, I have 11 sisters and brothers. Ooh. My father's father had 32 kids.
32 kids.
Yeah, my wife was like, hey, I should have did a background check on you before we got married.
Man, look at these pictures. My dad always says George Washington was not the father of our country. He is, because he has 5 boys, but I think your dad takes the time.
It happens that fast, but I'm retired now. I still like to play the sport, though.
Yeah. All right. Well, your specialty is Southern cooking, okay? And we need to amp up our side dishes. So what are you doing here right now? What do we have in front of us?
What we're getting ready to make here is a cool bechamel sauce for our mac and cheese, which overall is your mac and cheese. We're going to make a smoked Gouda mac and cheese. And what you want to start off with
it smells so good.
is a tablespoon of butter and olive oil. And the reason why you're adding the two together is to keep your butter from burning. That's the key. Then from there, you add in your flour. And this forms your roux. And if you know anything about a lot of Louisiana-style cooking, it's all in the roux. That's what you use to make your gumbos and everything. And when you add that butter and that oil together, and you can use vegetable oil or olive oil. I like to use olive oil.
Okay, so it's a little healthy.
Yeah, I call my style of cooking Southern modified.
Okay.
You know, modified, still good, but modifying it for today's healthy lifestyle. Now, after you cook your roux down, and the cooking the roux is making sure all the flour and lumps cook out, then you're going to add in your heavy cream. Yes, indeed. Yes, add in your heavy cream to it. Once you add in your heavy cream, you just kick that up a notch, and then you'll just allow your roux and the cream all to form in together. Now, what you want to add in is your cheese. We have here smoked Gouda, provolone, some aged cheddar, and mozzarella.
So it's okay to mix a bunch of different cheeses for your mac and cheese?
Yeah, it's all about that. Anything else would be uncivilized.
Really? Because you know what? I'm responsible for mac and cheese for the holidays, right? And this past year, I tried to experiment with, but I was nervous to mix in more than one kind of cheese.
No, you want to. It's all about the flavor profiles. You blend it together, you get some good flavors going there. Now, after you mix your cheese in together, what you want to do is, this is what brings your cheese in. We have here smoked paprika or paprika, whichever one you want to call it. And we have some white pepper.
White pepper?
Yeah, white pepper, yep. That's just the accent instead of going your traditional dark
that smells good. White pepper.
Yes.
So good.
Now, to really bring a good mac and cheese home, the key is having some fresh nutmeg. Nutmeg. Yes, nutmeg gives it that true finishing touch to it.
Why? What does it do?
What does that taste like?
That nice nutty earth flavor of it, and then it adds a nice little level of sweetness to it without adding sugar, because you know in the South they'll put some sugar in
everything.
Spaghetti, mac and cheese, everything. So
sugar and spaghetti, sugar and chili. Yes. Sugar. Talk about that. Do we really need sugar to cut the tomatoes and everything?
Not necessarily. If depending on where you're going with the acidity in it, you can add just a little sugar, but they get to the point where they use the sugar more so for just the sweetness and nothing else. Now what you're gonna do is you just cook your macaroni like you would normally cook it. But I like cooking my macaroni in vegetable stock, or you can use some chicken stock. That way, I believe your dish should have flavor all the way through. So it's not just about just cooking it in water, but you want that mac.
Yeah, because the worst thing is bland mac and cheese.
Oh, it's not. Look, nothing bland in my household. Look,
I
even
can see that.
if you taste me, I taste like salt and pepper.
Tommy the Elf, I need you over here.
Right. We gotta keep that golden tradition
So then
going.
from there, you just add your mac into a cool little baking dish.
Yeah.
Add all your mac into the cool baking dish. And from there, you can choose to do two things.
Okay.
You could pop it in the oven, bake it off for about 10 minutes just so it can continue to melt and saturate all the way through.
Yeah, get all that cheese. I was just gonna say, we got some more cheese.
They say waste not, want not. You know, I got a lot of kids to feed.
Nothing goes to waste.
Yeah. Grab you a fork. You can taste it like this. I'll get you a little bit there.
Yeah,
Come
yeah.
on. Come on up in here. Yeah.
Come on, get it. Is this like your kitchen? Is this how you guys celebrate kitchen at home?
My kitchen is literally like a smorgasbord. It's so many different things. I got one that don't eat meat. I got one that say he don't eat cheese. As long as I give him some and don't use the word cheese, he'll eat it. If I just say mac and have cheese in, it's a mental thing.
Right.
But it's a whole different spread.
So good.
I bet it
And
is.
see,
delicious.
I got other dishes too. What you can do is you can elevate your dish. We got a hoisin sesame green bean. Then we got a maple and cranberry Brussels sprout. So all those cool things are available in my cookbook, Southern Modified. And you guys know I'm going to be doing a book signing this week at
I'm about
Macy's.
to tell everybody right now, if you want to meet Chef Jernard, he's going to be downtown at Macy's on State Street signing copies of his cookbook tomorrow at 2 p.m. And y'all know you'll be shopping last minute. Make sure you see him because he's the real deal. For more information, go to Chef Jernard.